I'd like to start with a disclaimer that I'm not by any means offending or degrading any of the great talents of the senior leaders in our community. So, leadership is not being in charge. It is taking care of those in your charge. As Simon Sinek says, leadership is not a rank, it is a responsibility. We can have people sitting at the highest levels of an organization with the greatest of age, but they're not leaders, they're authorities. And they have authority over us, but that doesn't mean we would ever follow them. To be a leader, you don't have to be restricted to a particular age. What makes a leader is followers. Once you have followers, you're the leader. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, a very good afternoon to you all. My name is Sukaina Hemani and my topic for today is young leaders. We'll be covering two main areas. One, what it takes to make a great leader, and two, how a young leader can fit into these qualities well, benefiting the society even more. Nelson Mandela, universally regarded as a great leader, when asked how he learned to be one, he referred remembering that he would go with his father, who was a tribal chief, to tribal meetings, and he remembered his father doing two of the following things. One, his father would sit with everybody in a circle, and two, he would be the last one to speak. What this created is what we now call inclusivity. It made all the people feel that they had something to contribute. They had something that the leader cared of. The chief didn't just walk in dictating what the problem was and what the solution should be. Rather, he cared and showed interest. And that's the first quality of a great leader, inclusivity, taking care of what others have to say. So the question is, what is the age ratio in our society over here, in our community, in KSIJ Jamaat? More than 50% of people are below the age of 40, more on the young side. Do you not think that if we have only leaders who are just senior, do you not think that there would be some barrier of communication and of understanding between them? Yes, they will be. Just like how sometimes the youth face a barrier, even the seniors face a barrier towards us. And that's the first reason why you should elect me as a leader of this Jamaat, to be able to lead, to be able to connect more better with the youth over here and feel them more included in what they're saying. Quality number two is indecisiveness. A great leader is able to make decisions quickly, analyze them well, and is not paralyzed to a particular belief. And it's great, a lot of people would say that having senior leaders would mean they're more better at making those decisions because of all the experience they have. That's true. But many a times, these senior leaders tend to be reluctant and they tend to be confined to just one particular belief. For example, today if I say on Hazrat Abbas's day we should not distribute ladus, we can already see people's faces scrunching up. They're like, no, this is tradition. Well, I'm not saying we want to change that, but I'm just trying to show sometimes leaders can be reluctant and so they're not decisive enough to move about through some decisions. And that's why it would be more beneficial for the community to have a leader who's a youth. And finally, number three, courageous. There's a reason why leaders are called leaders. It's because they're the first at everything. First to take risk, first to be sacrificed in order to help their people be protected. Question to you again. Who do you think is more courageous? Who do you think is more risk-taking? The younger ones or the elder ones? I need someone to answer me. Who do you think is more risk-taking? Obviously, the younger ones. They're more prompt to, they're not just confined to just one place. They're ready to take risks. For example, if we would just leave it to the seniors, they would be reluctant to try new things. For example, using technology, they would be a bit more reluctant on implying that on how they operate their systems. But as a young leader who's moving with this generation, who understands the technological advancements, I'd be more willing to take risks. I'd be more willing to take risks and embody these new factors into our community. So we saw what it takes to be a good leader. We saw how well a youth can fit into these qualities. So why not give a youth a chance? Coming towards the end, I'd like to say, being a youth, a young leader or not a young leader, all that matters is for us to have the empathy to connect with one another, the courage, the courage to strive and to dream big. That's what the society needs to thrive. And let us all bring that in and accept more younger leaders, and together we can make the society a more better place to live in. Thank you.
Thank you for the talk. How about I give you a situation? Tell me something that in our community we're not doing right. How would you fix it today?
Okay, good question. First of all, I don't think that there's something that our community is not doing right, because in reality, we don't only have seniors who are in the leadership, because this is just a situation that I've got. We also have some youths who are in the body. I'm not trying to say it's because the youths are in the body, that's why everything is going right. Everything is going right because we all have correlation, we understand each other, and I don't think there is anything wrong. Well, of course, we are already improving. We are taking, yes, we have to improve. Okay. Yeah. The Might Committee, the Dafan Kafan Committee, all of these committees have a lot of, okay, yeah, yes, we do have.
So I'm asking, what in your perspective you find is not right, and how would you fix it? The leadership, I guess, quality and the way you talk to us and why that should be more youth leaders in the committee or in the Jamaat is not only about saying what you mean, but sometimes you have to showcase what you see that is not right and how to solve it. Everyone can identify a problem, but not everyone can solve it.
Okay. I think the biggest issue here is accountability. We can have some, I've noticed that sometimes some seniors say that, oh, because Jawanya Sambarta na TM kare che, but sometimes maybe they've created such a situation that would cause that problem. And then a great leader is someone who has to take accountability of what they have done, their actions, their decisions, and not blame their followers. So that's something that I would like to highlight, that it's everyone should take accountability for.
You say current leaders, that's accountability, and you'd like to have people take more accountability.
Yes.
Sukaina, ask you something very simple. Looking at the topic, you highlighted the 3 to 5 qualities quite well, okay, that you did mention. Over here, the question was, how did you make your stand that it would be good to let you go and take the leadership role? So if you were trying to explain, how would you sell yourself to me to allow you to come to my committee, saying that I feel you, yeah, you've given the qualities that people should be looking for, but how do you convince me that you are eligible and I should be taking you? So take it personally and explain to me. What would you say to me that would actually make me think, yes, I really need you on my committee?
Okay, I'm talking to you directly now. Do you think I wouldn't be courageous enough to take a particular new risk to bring a new system into the Jamaat? No or yes?
The question is your age.
Okay, yeah, so I'm getting there. I'm saying, is there anything that I don't fit into? Yes, a lot of people are reluctant with youths because maybe you would feel that I'm not ready to take on such a big responsibility, I'm too young for that. It's not age, nowhere is it written that leadership is limited to age. As I said, you need followers to be a leader. Do you not think that if I, as a youth, would be at the front of all the other youths and lead them and influence them, have them more inclusive, I could be more inclusive to them. I would be ready to adapt their needs, like technological changes and stuff like that. I would be courageous to take the risk. I would be like in the middle, when there's a barrier for the seniors to understand the juniors, I would be there getting their messages and then transmitting it over here. With all the qualities that I've mentioned, do you think that I don't fit in? Of course I can fit in. It's just the age that makes people think, oh, maybe they're not ready. It's just the courage that you have to have. And if I tell you I do have the courage, you can give me a situation where I can go work on it, prove how it would make an impact to the youth and to the seniors. Will you not believe me? You will. So first you need to give me a chance. If you don't give me a chance, you will never understand if being a youth can be a leader or not.
So we have certain members in the audience and in the organizing team who have a white card, which they can choose to use at their own preference. And so Hassan is putting one here. He has a question, an additional question for Sukaina. Sukaina, thank you. Okay, I think you covered your points well. You touched on three qualities.
Yeah.
Courage, or risk taking, being decisive, and inclusive. Can you pick on one and tell me how you use that in your life? Any of these three, in this situation.
Decisiveness. Yeah. There is it's actually, once I was chosen as a leader in school, I was chosen as a prefect, but within a week I resigned. And when I told my counselor, she asked me why. I told her, well, I was chosen as a Salah prefect, and I had the duty of going behind people and telling them, keep quiet, don't pray. I mean, once you're done praying, go out of the hall. And I thought that if I did such a thing, people would hate me, you see. So under decisiveness, I explained accountability and taking accountability for actions, not blaming your followers. And directly, that counselor asked me, well, after you resigned as the prefect, did it make any difference? Did those people like you any better? And I said no. And she said, you see, whether you are a prefect or not, it didn't make any change. People didn't behave differently to you. So if you go on blaming people who you have to lead, that they're the reason why you didn't take accountability for your work, then you'd end up missing great opportunities in your life. And so decisiveness, being firm with my decision, being accountable, and taking accountability for that is definitely something I would implement in my life.